Which invention has transformed your country most? How? It is a very interesting question because I would say for the most part, most thing in Vietnam, like in terms of like material and stuff, is more or less taken from other countries. But I think, mm, but like if something is invented in Vietnam, it's actually hold with like when something actually invented in Vietnam, it holds a very crucial play. And one of that invention I would say is the invention of the Nom language, to Nom, which is our former native, like our universal language. So Nom is a writing system that utilize Chinese characters and to represent the vocabulary and like you know character stuff like that. So, but the thing is that the Nom, uh, when you read it, it's actually is just normal Vietnamese, like normal modern Vietnamese nowadays, with a few outdated words here and there, of course, but it's more or less the same as Vietnamese. And if you were to go into like the 80, 18 like of 1,850 or something like that, like the old days of Vietnam, most Vietnamese will still understand what their past fellows are saying because the Nom, it is the base, the the foundation for the modern Vietnamese. And yeah, that's why I think it's so important because it is the base, the original Vietnamese that later were improved by utilizing the Latin uh, vocab, the Latin alphabet. So yeah, that's why. What inspires some people to be inventors? I think there is a lot of things that plays crucial role, but I think for the most part will be the innate talent and the environment. So not everyone can be innovative. Not everyone have the creative mind and the ability to notice things in life that can be improved and can have something to enhance it. So uh, you know it's kind of like um, a blessing to be an inventor of some sort. And on top of that, the environment also plays a crucial role. For example, I've noticed that most very like important invention is from people who is either very intellectual or they grew up in a like poor area, and so strive, they try, strive to improve their environment and their surrounding, helping their people and stuff. So it's like a driver for them to make something that can help their people. And so it's just it's kind of like that. It's very hard to exactly determine what the ingredients for to inspire people to be inventors, but I think those are two things. So yeah, how long should someone be able to profit from an idea? Why? Again, there is very situational, but mm, I'll say as long as that idea, that invention, that thing, uh, you know, provide advantages, and it's still like helpful to people. So for example, let's say the light bulb, right? One of the most common things we have nowadays to light up everything. uh, you know, believe it or not, Thomas Edison wasn't the one who invented the light bulb. Now I don't remember the guy who actually invented the light bulb. I think he's French or something. Again, I'm not so sure, but he was a poor inventor, so he didn't have the patent for the thing. So Thomas Edison just outright stole it. But the thing is that he actually on improved on the design of the previous actual inventors, and then you sell it commercially for the whole world. So my point is that uh, you can profit from something as long as it still hold values, and as long as you can find a way to make it better, because innovation is everything for humanity, right? We don't have like the strongest muscle or the toughest skin or something like that. We rely on our mind to you know be a dominant force in the world. So the more advanced, the more progress we are making, the better we are as a species, and the better our life condition will be. So yeah. Do you think intellectual property laws are too strict, or what do you think that is? Again, uh, so that vâng, so I think that, yeah, perhaps there are a lot of cases that the intellectual property laws is way too strict and way too machine, and it disregard other like evidence and factors that plays into that case. For example, is it's, well, this is not a particular cases, but it's more like a common problem, is that nowadays with the rise of like TikTok and other platform, uh, certain companies can actually buy videos and some like song and music track, and then if anyone who use those those files, those videos and stuff, that is have already been bought by that evil company, right? They can copyright strike that person, and potentially get involved in a lawsuit, or and they get profit, get money from that. And that is one of the loopholes that I think makes the intellectual property laws very strict and computer like, for that matter, it it I mean, it's the very common things with laws by itself, but this one in particular, because it does not take into consider other things. For example, do uh, that person actually invented or like actually make that thing, or they just bought the patent, like, no, not the patent, but like the right from someone, and then just you know going out and harming other people who have no idea about that. So there is that side, that, because it's not bad by any means, but people abuse and exploit that to their advantage, and that is what makes it bad. But on the other side, without this list of laws, a lot of people will be in the disadvantages because now, like for example films and music, right? People can sample their song, which actually a very like commonplace, but you get my idea. Like people can use someone's song without their knowledge, and potentially gain even more profit than the original person. The same thing can be said for like films when there are a lot of people, people and like hackers or so who pirate the film and uh, make it free online, which can damage the actual like producer who work very hard and spending tons of money on their uh, on their movies and like their creation, right? And they didn't get anything because there are people who take their films and make it free. So what is the point of going to like the cinema also to watch it when you can watch it online for free? So that's a thing that I find a bit concerning to say the least. So yeah, that there is this and that. But in short, I think that yeah, the law is probably too strict, and it should regard other aspects uh, in certain cases to provide to come up with the most like the most unbiased judgment in the end. So yeah.